Alright, cool. We are in. Station my pop filter.
Syncing cameras.
Pouring alcohol.
Warning. Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
Then I believe me
But
and
Murphy, don't ever plan on coming back. You will be killed. That's a promise.
I agree. I do believe me and Mark have one more powder keg to set off.
I'm gonna regret this, but I keep my promises.
What would you prefer, Fior? Would you prefer we find a body double to take your place, or would you prefer we go with Plan Werewolf?
Here's something for you. We already figured out that you know quite a bit about the Gangrel clan. If she's earth melded right now, how would they find her? Maybe Primal Urge might work. Maybe.
There's the mole power that lets them dig.
Not everybody has the mole power.
It's like a rank 1 gift.
I mean, not everybody has razor claws or hair's leap.
For some reason.
And we could work with them to lure her out. Be like, hey, here's Fiero, psych, werewolves.
Psych, it was actually just werewolves.
Easy mistake. Both as destructive.
Bamboozled again.
Oh, I've fallen for this 3 times now. Every time it's werewolves.
So I'd like to make a pact with a changeling.
You could also let the Anarchs know that they're having a meeting as well. Werewolves at the same time in case shit goes weird.
You want to put them all in the same area.
Well, I'd probably lean more towards the Anarchs, but I'm not quite sure how willing they would be to start a war in the middle of a privileged meeting.
What do I think Drusilla will do if we hand over a stake Fiero? If Fiero would be willing to be a dummy in this scenario?
She said she would take him to the prince.
Okay. Immediately?
She said she would take him to the prince. Now, whether or not she actually will, immediately or not, maybe she'll decide she wants chemistry. Who knows?
So, what are you guys gonna do? Clock's ticking.
My other suggestion would be we do hand you over staked, and that we inform the Anarchs about her whereabouts and what she plans on doing. There's only so many ways she can get back into the city from here.
There. How much faith do you have in your movement?
It's fairly regular. He has fiber.
My Anarch status is at 4.
So, would they care about you?
You have as much Anarch status as I do.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, he's the face of the Anarch movement, kind of.
Shot someone.
Yeah, he's a terrorist.
Is that where they got their ideas for the modern anarchs?
We've said that joke before.
Would you be willing to be a dummy in your own plan?
If that's the only way we can do this, then that might be
I
the
mean,
only way.
you want to get your Anarch movement going.
Do you say that saltily to him?
So something. You gonna help me escape when the time comes?
Monsieur Procurator.
And
Just
not eat me?
He's looking at the disciplines. I'm just letting you know.
I got everything except chemistry.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you got animalism to start your...
And Jazz, what's All Saints Day?
All Saints Day?
Yeah.
Isn't that like November 1st?
You can't give me generation.
If it's all, I thought November 1st.
However,
November 2nd is a Catholic thing.
I will take a dot of that herd.
You have a dot of herd?
He's got 2.
Why do you two never use this? You have herd too, don't you?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. I get more blood than you guys do.
I've got them because for, storytelling, or for story purposes, I haven't established myself in the city yet. He has. I'm taking her daughter for her. Deal.
That's what you want. It's not like I'll be here anymore to use it.
Who's your herd?
Probably fucking. Oh,
This
wow,
is-
that's a great question.
Did I,
It
let's
is
see
a
if we
herd
actually
of
wrote this down.
addicts.
Well, yeah, he had to drink.
It might be addicts.
There's an opium den somewhere you frequent.
Monastery.
my herd. My herd is a pet shop.
It's a literal herd of sheep. Or a flock of llamas.
I do not seem to have it written down.
It's a
So
Roomba.
yeah, you can have Murphy Fiona's crack house if you want.
It's a crack house and a pet shop.
I'll take it.
Pet shop is a front.
Has crack been an established drug yet?
It's no.
Okay, so it's an opium den.
Okay. Yeah, we're a little past that.
Have fun hanging out with Percy Shelley and Lord Byron.
To my knowledge, crack's
Eyebrow.
like chlorine, cocaine, and bleach.
And now Bob, out of character, is going to teach you how to make crack.
One time I went to jail. Somebody taught me how to make it with 2 spoons. A little bit of bleach, some baking soda, and some cocaine. Then you need just a little antenna and a Brillo pad. You can smoke that shit right up.
The more you know.
JK. JK.
None of that's ever happened.
Yeah, don't try that. You will probably die. Or go to jail. Unless you're already in jail. In which case, thanks for watching.
You're dedicated.
Do you really want to take advice from Murphy Fiora?
I may be coldly logical, but
When do we finally take that merit away from you?
Did I take that very
It's more of a meme than a merit at this point.
So are you willing to let us stake you and hand you over to Drusilla while we tell the rest of the Anarch movement what's happened to you?
can I just pretend to be staked?
Is that possible?
I mean, you have to be able to not move.
Yeah, you would have to be.
completely.
We can
Can't
beat you into
chemistry
torpor.
the permanence?
You want to permanently chemistry a steak coming out of your chest?
Yeah.
What's
That's really dumb, Bob.
What do you mean?
You'd be walking Masquerade breach. You're walking around with this thing coming out of your heart.
Well, they're gonna hand me in-staked anyways. I'm not gonna walk around. I'm just gonna lay fucking...
Bob, it's going to be permanent if you do that.
It's not gonna be in me.
It's gonna look like it's in you, Bob. That's
Right. Which means I'm going to just lay still.
no? But the problem
what
is
happens afterward.
After what?
You said you
Good
wanted
point,
to be
Bob.
permanent.
No. I mean, I can make it permanent, and then I can make it permanently go away as well.
Then that's not permanent.
temporary?
It just takes a lot of blood points to make that shit happen.
Can you chemistry something out of existence?
I don't think it works that way. I think you can. You can like it's like a tattoo that you can cover up with another tattoo, right?
Bottom line is chemistry sucks.
So you want a chemistry a stake coming out of you when we hand you over. So you can still be aware of what's happening.
Pretty much.
If you can do that, I think that will be acceptable.
Can I see the book real quick?
Alternatively, we can just beat you into torpor.
You know, I might just take the stake so I still have blood points or shit available when I come back out of it.
That is also something to consider.
Cocking my guns.
You may have my herd. Does anyone want my resources? I don't have any.
Yeah, I considered that. I was like, I was gonna take your reading.
Anybody want my resources?
All I need is you, Betty. I'm sorry. Oh God!
Silent.
She's got her arms crossed standing behind Jabril just glaring at you.
JK, all I need is you, Sally. Alright.
Fuck you, Betty. That was a mistake.
Never loved you.
What have you done for me?
You think you're better than me now that you got a proper teacher?
She has not gotten a proper teacher.
I know.
It takes a village. No, I'm teaching her how to do vampire stuff. I'm not teaching her like the moral part of that.
Yeah.
I've been teaching her the vampire lore.
I haven't taught her shit.
I taught her how to seduce a guy.
You taught her not to talk back to you.
Well, I think everyone should be taught that.
No talking back.
Alright.
I honestly don't know if it's pronounced chemistry or chemistry or chemistry.
Chemistry.
So I'm gonna do a Fata Morgana then permanency.
English was always my worst class. My best class was chemistry.
I cannot create an illusion that appeals to all the senses, though they remain static. For example, a vampire can make a filthiest cellar appear to be an opulent ballroom. So I'm pretty sure I can make me look like me with a steak coming out.
Oh. So according to the actual White Wolf wiki, it is pronounced chemistry.
That's dumb.
Like Chimera.
Yeah.
For permanency, the power also used in conjunction with Ignis Flatus or Fata Morgana allows the mirage to persist even when the vampire cannot see it. In this way, Ravenous often cloak their temporary havens of false tracking, blah blah blah. The vampire need only spend a blood point, and the illusion becomes permanent until dissolved.
What is in? How long until dissolve? Like,
I think whenever he wants.
Whatever the fuck I want.
If it's meant to be used for things like havens, I'm assuming it's semi-permanent until he wants it out of the way.
Is that? But what if he gets knocked the hell out?
No, it's if he can't see it. I'm assuming if he's knocked out, he can't see it.
I feel like I have to will it. It says dissolved, including programmed illusions like those created by apparitions. So I'm assuming it until I want it to go away. It's there.
So you want to pretend to be staked, we hand you over, and we inform the Anarch movement that Drusilla's taken you.
How? I don't know how he's gonna pretend to be staked though.
Have you ever been staked?
Stand.
We can just like stake him.
He has actually, in his prelude.
Oh yeah.
So you know how to act.
Just like how people forget my prelude and my impressive body count.
I did put points into subterfuge.
The best way to kill people is to starve them.
That's true. All right.
My character's not a nice person.
Now that we've established that's possible, before I get handed in with a stake in my heart.
We're just gonna walk back over there right away and be like, here, found him.
Trouble gonna happen.
Where did Pepe Warhol go? Werewolves.
How are we going to, so, werewolves or the Anarchs?
Yes.
We'll tell everybody. The werewolves hate you.
Well, that's fine. I'm talking about the Primogen.
No, do you want me to? You're asking whether you want me to inform the werewolves about the Primogen, or you want me to inform the Anarchs?
Right.
Is that a yes, Bob?
About the meeting.
Super salad.
Super salad? What?
You want werewolves or anarchs?
Oh, it's
Or both?
oh, one or the other, both, or...
I'm not asking you if you want a super salad. Do you want soup or the salad?
Oh, I see.
If you want, I can inform the werewolves, if they don't already know, about the sheer number of coyotes she's ghouled.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also inform the Anarch movement that Drusilla has staked you and is planning to turn you over to the prince. I will tell everybody I know, which is a substantial amount of people.
Right. And when they find out, will we then know where the meeting place is going to be, or do we already know where they're going to all meet?
You don't know yet.
So we're going to find out.
However, I'm going to ask Sally if she's willing to do it, if she can keep an eye on Drusilla for Fiyero.
Well, I'm not going to leave his side, honey.
I'm
I
like,
still don't like this idea.
Gay.
It's alright, sweetheart. If you think anything's weird, we'll bolt out of here as quickly as possible. We'll leave these guys to suffer for my transgressions.
And there it is. We're just stepping stones.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've been the
I'm not
stepping
saying
stone
that
of
in
your
character.
fucking boot. No,
We gonna do this? You gonna throw down? I'll beat you to torpor right now.
okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm good. Fata Morgana. Wah!
So you just...
just a piece of rebar through your chest.
And then blood point for permanence.
Which one of us wants to carry him over there?
I'll do it.
Should we wait like 10 minutes?
We found him behind that rock.
In the
Damn this
meantime,
thing.
come on, get on your back. We're gonna drag you around.
Make it go.
All right.
Now, while this is going on, can I use like noise,
Alright,
like
so
the
time to the
ritual
back of
noise
the
zone to like
Huh?
I can find out
Time
where
to the
Bob
back of
is
the
at
car.
all times. Did I go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the equipment for that. All I need is this own blood.
Oh my god.
Oh man, past that.
Pass the jerk. What was the Jamaican jerk? It's like there's like that little place, right? At Gen Con.
Oh, you and I went. I got food. You didn't get anything, but
Yeah.
You would have to consecrate the stone. So if you can tell me how you would do that, we might be able to arrange something. I imagine, being a Giovanni, that there's probably a lot of like Catholic mysticism in that. Like it's based on the old Catholic beliefs. So maybe if you can come up with a way that'll consecrate the stone, and sure.
So, what does that mean? Like, what does that entail? Like, it has to be like a blessed stone, or like,
Yeah. It is a especially blessed or enchanted stone used specifically for ritual purposes. You can't just pick up a rock and.
Wait, we're in
scribble on
Mexico,
it.
dude. There's plenty of bloody stones for ritual purposes.
you just need to find a curandera.
Can I have a little bit of that?
It's my sick juice, but yeah, I can have some.
Your sexy juice?
My
Sick
sick
juice.
juice.
Oh.
He's sick and he's drinking right out of it.
There we
More for me.
You played right into his hand.
Shoot.
CAFCON is actually sponsored by Arizona Green Tea and Bacardi.
I'd be fine with that.
I fucking wish.
And now
Arizona Green Tea or Arizona Tea Company. Get on it.
Get on this before we
I
get
will love that in this economy you've managed to keep your big ass cans of Arizona tea at 99 cents. No tax.
That's pretty cool.
Well, some places those charge actually. Which one?
Those places are assholes.
You know, but like, it says 99 cents.
You're gonna burn in Mexican hell. Or Arizona. They're gonna burn in Hopi hell.
So I'm lending Jabril the keys to my car. He wants to tie Murphy to the back and drive me around a little. While that's going on, I'm handing my coat back to Betty, and I'm gonna go to the werewolves and inform them that the sheer number of coyotes she's managed to ghoul as part of our newfound understanding with each other between werewolf and vampire.
Okay, so you're gonna tie him to the back of his car and just drive him around.
You know, to add for the.
To the flavor.
Drive slow.
Are you gonna start doing donuts through the Mexican desert?
Do the cactuses and whatnot?
It's probably not the right region, but driving through a bunch of cholla cactuses.
You like come out on time and he's actually staying.
Cacti everywhere. Coyote piss.
I would like you to roll 3 dice of lethal damage, and I would like you to do that 4 times.
Well,
Bob gets 4 soaks.
what is the diff?
Standard 6.
Okay, well, that's no successes. That's
No
one
one.
success.
Roll the soak.
And you soak one.
So as you start heading off in this, you're
I'm like,
One success.
thank God I'm fucking rich.
I can buy new frames.
And the last one's 3.
So.
Oh, I'm not concerned about him. I'm concerned
How
about
many
the
times do I
damage to
roll
my car.
Was that your second roll?
That's my first roll.
Yeah, I've got none.
Oh, plus damage,
one,
right?
None, and
Just roll one more.
3 successes on the last one.
You get stamina plus 42.
Okay, so. No.
Oh man, you put him into torpor here.
No, he doesn't have to roll.
Oh, those are all successes.
Okay, well, he manages to soak everything. You're bashing him across the Mexican landscape. As sounds of wanton destruction and damage echo in the distance, you approach the werewolf camp, and Frederick runs for the North Star. I guess.
Frederick Fist of the North Star?
No.
Oh.
I was thinking, well, if this is Mexico and I really don't know my geography that well, it's kind of a super white name. So what's
Federico?
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
Sorry, Federico,
Fernando?
if you were at this.
Okay, Fernando runs for the North Star then.
Fernie.
We'll sort of see you approach. The werewolves clearly see you, but they've already spoken to you. So not nowhere near as on guard.
They're just like,
No, you're
what are you
already
doing?
back.
You've already exhausted all the dialogue weapons here.
But
Aha,
what
I
do
have new
what did
intel.
we just call him?
Fernando.
Fernando. Okay, yeah. So Fernie will stand up.
That's a pretty Mexican name. Like, Mr. runs with the North Star. As a token of goodwill between our people, I would like to inform you of the sheer number of coyotes that Miss Drusilla has ghouled, about 30 of them. I'm not sure how you feel about this, however.
Wait, this vampire's been ghouling illegal Mexicans?
No, the animals. Coyotes? I don't know if that helps any. I tell him in Spanish.
Woyotes.
I don't think coyotes exist yet, regrettably. No.
Well, they don't exist now.
Coyote, that's Nuisha. But still, I imagine, yeah, that would probably piss off the werewolves. And you're telling us this why?
Oh, well, I told you I'd like a newfound respect and understanding between our people. I feel that you wanted us to not step on your toes. I feel she has excessively stepped upon your toes or paws, however you wish to refer to them.
Patos?
Is that Patos?
Yeah, your pads.
And I just feel like this is the first bridges being open and honest with each other.
Absolute transparency.
No disrespect, but I'm damn sure you're up to something. No vampire is quite that forthright.
Oh,
In
no.
the meantime, where is she?
Right over there.
I'm gonna give him as exact amount of directions as I can point him to.
Are you going to give me some time first?
I had to walk over there. You're driving.
If she dies before you guys turn me
Oh, that'd be pretty damn funny. That's a lot of problems. Kind of.
in. Okay.
That'd be funny. You're driving around, you hit the werewolves
The werewolves sort of take up weapons and they start in that direction.
with Fiero.
I'm gonna sort of pick up ahead of them and inform Sally to keep an eye out on the situation.
Oh, Sally's not leaving Murphy's
Oh.
side. She's running behind the car right now as Murphy is land skiing across the desert.
Oh man, her fucking Pathian's gonna get fucked up.
Fucking Final Fantasy.
Is she following the exact same route though? Or she's like,
Literally the exact same route he's taking, so.
There's one part where you do like a hard right turn and she has to like jump him like a skipping.
So yeah.
I'm gonna run back to the direction of my vehicle
Alright, so
and inform Sally if she could.
your
come.
car screeches to a halt. Murphy, you go sailing into the back tire. And I assume you soak. Looking much worse for the wear. Sally sort of runs over. Murphy, honey, are you alright, darling?
I'm alright, sweetie. I'm alright. Fuck. That was a wild ride. Do
You
I,
literally did this on the back of a car.
do I look fucked up?
I mean, your clothes are basically in tatters. You're pretty bare. You're completely bare-assed right now. Your pants are now chaps.
She's like, Betty, Sally, am I still handsome?
Do you still love me?
There's not much physical damage, but his clothes are just dirty and fucked up. And
Alright, GB. Thanks for the rough up. I appreciate it.
Was this you taking out some slight anger and not killing
A
him?
little bit.
I did not
but
expect
like it's their
lethal damage from being dragged behind a cut.
These desert plants are deadly.
Grab
I'm
a
so
choy-
aggravated.
Grab a choya and throw it at him.
Alright, so. Pretend like you're staked, and I'm just gonna drag him.
And so you might want to wait for the werewolves to finish their words.
Oh. They're doing that now.
How long has it been since we left the Drusilla?
For me to walk over there.
couple of minutes. It's been a while, at least half an hour.
Weren't they miles apart?
Were they? I wouldn't. Probably like 2 or 3. Yeah, it's not vast leagues of distance across the rolling mesas.
Yeah, so about an hour for me to walk over there and walk back. About 2 miles, 10 minutes per mile. That's pretty fast, though.
8 minutes per mile.
Sure. So well, it's been about close to probably an hour, 48 minutes. So
And just well, I guess while this is happening, then is this like a full hour? Can I use like my my grandpa fetter?
your pocket watch.
The pocket watch, yeah, to like just search, like just search for abandoned. I guess not abandoned. Like I will find like it's just like a Catholic church in the area that
A missionary?
missionary, probably, yeah, like something like that.
A
in the
mission?
area.
Regrettably, all you find are tortillas.
Yeah. Like mission. Like,
Tortillerias?
they're always warm.
I'll say yes, but you don't find anything.
No rocks. Stones.
It doesn't have to. I didn't say you have to dunk it in actual holy water.
Yeah.
Just if you can come up with a clever enough way to consecrate this in the middle of fuck all, then we'll give it to you.
But I see it because if it's across though, if I try to bless it myself, I'm like ah.
Just bleed on the rock and yell blood of Jesus.
Or switch to Judaism.
Draw a star.
Temple of the Rock. I don't think that's Judaism.
Oh, we don't want to go to that other one.
I don't know how to make
Buddhism. Because then you'd be useless.
Thank you.
Do I know you have your little ghost friend?
I don't think so.
Everyone knows he talks to ghosts.
No. Because I think only.
You just think he's weird. He sucks dick. Sucks dick for bus fare and then walks.
I will ask Sally for Fiero's safety once the whole little ordeal's done if she could keep an eye on what the werewolves are about to do to Drusilla in case we don't need to send Murphy Fiero over there after all.
Okay. Right now the desert is still quiet. The werewolves are gonna like case the scene probably,
Okay.
and they're not just gonna jump.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
that is a very like get a Fenris sort of thing to do, but a smart pack with a functioning Raga Bosch and a Phylodox that's actually going to scope it out and be tactical, and an Arun who's not just going to fly off the handle, they're going to formulate a plan first.
Well, we can create the opening.
Just shoot one of them from a distance.
No, I mean, here's Fiero, come on out.
Ah, oh, here's Fiero. Yep, that Fiero. That Fiero.
The one that killed a bunch of you.
What the fuck?
They get up like, wait, hold on. They're supposed to be staked.
Don't want to be a liar.
So yeah, I guess we start dragging them after like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Whoever wishes to come back, we took more than one vehicle, right?
Yeah, we took two. I think
Yeah.
two.
We came in your car, and then they showed up in another.
It was the police
I'm
car.
gonna say whoever wants to come with me, I'm gonna start going back into the city and informing all of my Anarch contacts that Drusilla is in possession of Murphy Fiero and she plans on turning it over to defense.
Okay. So you're going to go back to the city. Does anybody want to go with him?
I'll go in the back seat.
I'd like to, but alas, I cannot.
Okay.
You're coming at him?
I'm coming too, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go.
Because Sally's staying with the
Yeah, no, Sally is staying by your side.
Sally and Betty.
Betty is...
She
Betty's
doesn't
not
like-
overly malicious, right? But she's probably, you know what, she's probably going to go with you to get the fuck away from the werewolves. That sounds like a better idea in the long run.
I don't think she knows about werewolves.
Yeah,
We told her.
Yeah.
She was there at the meeting, wasn't she?
You guys.
No, she held his coat away.
I have a coat made out of werewolf fur,
That's right.
which is not good for negotiating with werewolves to wear.
Allegedly.
I mean, maybe as a power move, if I know I can defend myself.
Or if you're negotiating with black spirals, then it's probably good there.
Get the dwarf with giant hide armor. You're talking to giants, you're just like...
Mineral water and rum is not half bad.
I asked if you were going to do that, and you said it was gross. Bob, you poor desperate alcoholic.
All right, so these three and the four sort of go off in the desert. It is Jabril, it is Murphy, it is Sally. And the cold and lonely Mexican desert stretching out before you.
And the
It's
camel.
just this awkward silence.
Oh yeah, Scheherazad's there too.
Oh,
How are
yeah.
you gonna get the camel home?
I'm gonna write it.
Okay.
You're gonna drag me up.
You
there
know,
on
you
the
know,
camel.
sun's gonna come up eventually.
I mean, yeah, but if I die, so is she.
like get up.
Actually, she might have protein.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Earth
See, he
meld?
taught her protein. the camel just sprouts claws in the middle of combat.
like battle mode.
Battle camel.
That would make sense because Zahid would have to. But Zahid himself had protein.
Yeah. And you know, trekking through the desert, at some point you're not gonna always get up.
I don't think you can like take things down with you if you have earth mode though.
No, but you can just.
Yeah, but the camel can. But you're on your own.
Oh yeah. I understand that.
Okay.
He's saying that he's going on the suicide mission.
He's gonna tauntaun the camel.
Thank you for salvaging.
He's gonna tauntaun Scheherazade, and he's gonna be like, "Go, Scheherazade, go!"
Well, I mean, as long technically you could just sleep in the trunk. If there's another car here.
I have no idea.
It's the cop car I transformed.
Oh, then yeah. This is the equivalent of just like sleeping on your friend's floor. It's like, I'll just sleep in the trunk.
I mean, if we're still here, I could just cover all the windows.
Yeah, everyone's gonna need to sleep in the trunk. It's a real simple matter of breaking the windows.
What?
Scheherazade doesn't have to fit in the trunk at least. He's just a ghoul.
Okay, so what are you gonna do, Jabril?
I'm just gonna drag him. We'll drag him to Drusilla.
Still tied to the back of the car.
I'm gonna practice my act.
How do I act? Stay.
What's my motivation?
With that
Start regressing
manipulation
into-
subterfuge?
I'll tell you to roll it when the time is right. All right. So you.
this awkward broken love triangle.
My favorite visual novel.
Doki literature club.
Do I get any willpower back for any of that?
Your nature is rogue, so no, you're going with the crew. So you sort of drag Murphy back to the clearing, or not the clearing, but you know what I mean, the rocky outcropping where you first met Drusilla, and it's the same thing. Slowly the coyotes start coming over the hill and basically surrounding, and then Drusilla herself rises like an inky black shadow.
And then you press X to skip the cutscene.
That was fast. What happened to the rest of your friends?
Well, for the sake of expediency, I'm better if I work alone.
But they were already here.
Yeah, and you wanted me to go get Fiero.
And where did you find Fiero?
Idiot was hanging out with some werewolves.
The werewolves hate Fiero.
That's true.
That's the reason I had to abandon Griffith Park.
Yes. Well, there are some things you don't know about Fiero.
Oh man, that's my fault. That's right.
You wouldn't happen to be lying to me, would you, Mr. Jabril?
No, this is Fiero. Right here. I'm just gonna...
I'm going to ask for manipulation subterfuge on your part to sort of maintain her trust.
Willpower. Willpower that shit.
Better fucking know how to lie.
Yeah, willpower. 1 success. 2 successes.
Just check off all your willpower boxes.
I can only spend 1.
You might. Yeah, this might not go well.
Fair enough.
But jizzing fucking me right now.
I did it.
You're like, no.
I'm not lying, he's right there.
But then your flaw kicks in.
You sort of throw Murphy down at the bottom of the rocks, and she sort of leaps up and prowls down like a cougar, slowly coming down the side of the rock face, coming over to scrutinize Fiero, sniffing like a wild animal. And I would like you to roll manipulation subterfuge to act stay.
If you fuck this up,
She's gonna sniff your butthole. You gotta spend that willpower, Bob.
I don't have any willpower, that's why I asked if you could get some back.
you don't have any willpower?
None left.
What? What? What have you been using it on?
His rolls that he's got good at.
Heavenly rolls.
Oh no. Oh no.